the number one stretch is our calf stretch, meaning not the most important one, but the number one in the routine, in the progression. So we always start by stretching our calves. And Mimi, if you could for me, maybe come up on the ledge here, and let's show how we stretch the calves. We actually have a calf board that's made to an exact spec. Right now, if you let your heels hang off the edge of the ledge there, or whether it's a step in your house, if you do this stretch, it's going to open up the arches, it's going to open up the calves. So as you do that, you're not going to get cramps. When I watch the NFL and I see different athletes go down on the field with a hamstring cramp or a calf cramp, I'm here to tell you it's not because they didn't drink enough sports drink. And I'm sorry, the sports drinks are not going to like me saying this, but that's not the cause of the problem. The cause of the problem is the muscles are too tight. You overuse them, they run out of fuel, and they start grabbing to defend. Now, if you notice, when they take the athlete off to the sideline and they drink their sport drink, they're also stretching out their calves or their hamstrings. Why? Because that's the problem. Now, they're not even sure that that's the cause of the problems, but they do it in addition to the sports drink, thinking the sports drink is the most important thing. I'm here to tell you, sorry, it's not the sport drink. You cannot drink sport drink for your entire game. If you stay flexible, you will not have cramps. Okay, Mimi? Thank you. Come on down. So now we're going to do a quick calf demonstration. We actually, when we do our calves, we have a specific board that we use. You'll see in this board in particular is about 33-degree angle. This one's about 43-degree angle. Everyone should be able to stand on that board straight up, calves stretched, without an issue. If you have an issue, meaning if you can't be comfortable on that, then you have a calf or an Achilles or an arch tension that you're holding, you shouldn't hold. When people in the NFL and some of the other sports have a calf cramp, it's not because they didn't drink enough sports drink, it's because they can't do this stretch. So a lot of people can't get to that angle, so we're going to have John and Heather demonstrate these. So John, let's go ahead on there first. John has pretty good ankle flexibility. He can actually, now normally we would do this with a wall right here, and we put the board about 6 inches away from the wall so we can lean back on the wall. You can see he has pretty good flexibility there. Now Heather, who doesn't have as good a flexibility, let's see if we can get up straight on that. Okay, so she's actually pretty good on that side. If we went to the steeper side, you may not be able to do it. Would you be able to do the other side, do you think?
No, probably not.
Okay, yeah. Jennifer, I'm going to ask you to step in.
I don't know how you do this side.
Jennifer has had some tightness in her ankles, so we're just going to test to see. So let's go ahead and stand on there. Just try and balance if you can.
Oh.
Pretty good stretch on the ankles?
In the back of my calves.
Right.
Too.
So again, we use this calf board so we have an exact standard, whereas some people will stand on a curb or lean against the wall. They get a little stretch, but there's no standard. These boards give us an exact standard.
That is really tight.
Really tight. Okay, yeah. So now, here's what I want you to do. Okay. I want you to graduate to this one. John, you hold her. Again, now normally we would do it with a wall.
I'll be the wall.
Okay, I'm going to start with this one. That was way less. You want me to stand on that?
If you can. Mm-hmm.
Just lean back.
So normally we would do it against the wall, but I just want to test here so we can do it for the purposes of this video. So you see how she's leaning back? She should be straight up with zero tension on those calves. Pretty tight, right?
Really tight.
So if
all the way up my calf.
Right.
Both of them.
Okay.
As straight as I can get.
Go ahead and come off of that. So we know you're not quite at the full standard there because too much tension. Heather, let's come on up. And John, if you'd hold her. Yep. Again.
Okay.
And I will repeat, we do this normally with your back against the wall so you don't have to be held. But we're doing it for the purposes of this demo. Oh. Yeah. She can't even get to that angle. You see that? That board should be on the ground, and she should be straight up, which she isn't. Quite pretty tight on the calves?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, go ahead and come off.
Oops.
Great, so I just wanted to show different levels of calf flexibility with several of our athletes here today. And we're going to now do a little bit of work on the table. Now we're going to show, after the calf flexibility or lack thereof on the calf boards, we're going to show what we do to do trigger point on the calves to release more tension, and then we're going to test Jennifer and have her go back on the calf board and see if there's a difference. She said her left calf was tighter. I'm going to work only on the left calf and see if we can get this to pull ahead of the right calf. So Jennifer, I'm going to try some different spots. You have not done this before, right?
No.
Okay, I'm going to try and find some spots, and you tell me if we find any 8s in there.
They're all tight.
Oh, okay, so that's the lateral strand.
The second and third one were kind of bad.
Gotcha. I know where those are. And so on the medial side,
Yep, so it's really tight too.
okay, I'm going to start on the lateral because I think those feel tighter to me,
Okay.
like right there.
Yeah. 8. So 7. 6.
Okay, I'm going to go a little deeper, back to an 8. Tell me when.
8. 7. 6.
Okay, so it takes a little while for them to let go. You haven't done much calf stretching, I'm assuming.
Not at all.
Okay. I'm going to push your foot in now so we get a little bit more stretch. I'm going to work on the medial side now. Like right there, that
Yeah.
feels very tight.
Yes. 8.
So again, what we're trying to do is melt this down a little bit so that we can get some more blood flow, get a little bit more slack in the muscle. Then we're going to go back on the board and you tell us if there's a difference.
Okay.
We're only going to work the left side here, which she said was tighter than the right. So we're going to see if we can make this left looser than the right. Then to finish the job, we would have to go back and do some more work on the right side and keep doing more stretching. So we didn't do much releasing.
Yeah, 7.
Okay. So again, as I've said before, trigger point is not the therapy. Stretching is the therapy to a standard. Trigger point aids the stretching.
6. 8. 7. 6.
Okay, fantastic. So we're going to give it 1 minute for blood flow. Okay, if you'd stand up now, please. And John, I'm going to hold the mat down. If you can kind of pull this off to the side. You can keep right there. Now, Jennifer, let's go ahead back on that board, this steep board. And John, if you'd help hold her.
Yep.
And let's see if you can feel a difference there.
Gotcha. Just lean back.
My left one's definitely looser now.
And you're not an actress, right?
No.
For real.
For sure. That's great. No, it's much looser.
Just by releasing that tension.
Yeah.
For 2 minutes.
Definitely. I mean, I'm still tight, but I can feel that one's hurting me more. I don't feel that one.
Makes you want to stay on the board and keep stretching,
Yeah.
right?
Can I take it home?
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Thank you.